healthy. The Huskar Oracle on this top lane. Once again, miCKe on the mid as the Void Spirit against Ori's Puck.
I want to see how that one goes this time around, because miCKe was like, what, 2K?
He was 2K ahead at 8 minutes in last game.
Pretty impressive. It is Void Spirit's favorite matchup, so it shouldn't be that bad for Puck, though.
Yeah, I mean, and definitely the concern's going to be there for Liquid if Ori does have a better time in the lane than he did last game. And we saw how much he was able to do in game one, despite having a bit of a rough time in the matchup and off the back of the first few moves around the map. So if he has a flawless opening, this Puck's going to be a right terror for Liquid to deal with.
PYW, like Elder Titan is strong position 4-5. But against Oracle, it's really not that good, because Astral Spirit is dispellable right now, so it doesn't like to play into Oracle. You can also dispel the Lucky Shot. The top lanes are not going to be that easy for Vici Gaming. Like a lot of harassment coming out from the Huskar. Pangolier start. He's dead, like a classic old 11. I mean, how it worked out last game, where he did, I believe, also give away the first blood. It didn't matter. He went on to have a brilliant time as the Legion. So maybe this is just all part of the big plan. And bottom lane, DY, one more hit. Yeah, I love the build. Like, I like what they're doing at the bottom. This is something that the similar stuff that Team Liquid ran a couple of months ago. Like Wind Ranger and Tusk, you have this tag team works against the Roshan. One of the reasons why Snapfire decided to go for Little Shredder on level 2.
Huge amounts of quick damage there.
They need to be careful. Like bottom lane could easily get out of control for Vici Gaming. It's a position 5 Luna. Every single time you get caught outside of position, the shard with the slow coming up from the Scatter Blast, it should be enough to take her down. So this is something that Chinese teams did not run, I believe not even a single time in the upper division, position 4/5 Luna, and they already did that like 4 or 5 times already in this wildcard, so they definitely came prepared.
Yeah, for sure, something that they picked up and practiced between the two.
Ori
is playing.
Doing much better on the mid lane than in the previous game, 17 CS, Void Spirit 14.
See up top, trying to make alterations to the lane so that Old 11 can farm, grabbing the creep wave.
Good move by iNSaNiA. Gets the creep aggro and pulls the lane back. They can't really trade against the Huskar because he feels a bit too strong. He's going straight into Armud, has that Helm of Iron Will, so a lot of the region. Maybe they can try to isolate the Oracle and go on him with the Swashbuckle, boost of speed available on the ET, so they can just run at him, especially if they get a proc from the Lucky Shot.
Bottom lane, DY managed to get out of there just in time. And again, as you say, that combo just very deadly for this Luna. DY having to be incredibly cautious with his positioning against this Tusk Snapfire lane.
iNSaNiA moving on the mid lane, trying to secure the rune. Void Spirit still does not have a bottle, Ori does, but no one helps him out. They're just staying in the lane, so Ori can't get that rune. It's a regen rune. Corp and Taiga to pick it up. Very uncommon, because usually we see at least one hero trying to secure the runes for their mid laner, especially because he had the bottle, and the enemy hero did not.
True, yeah, just making sure they can take away. Top lane, Liquid to the top as iNSaNiA sweeps back into position. And continue to, as you said, this top lane, even though Old is getting a little bit out of this, but Liquid very much playing the strength of having that upper hand with the stronger dupe. I mean, in both side lanes, really. Liquid just having these very strong sort of partners to begin things with. This Tusk, Snapfire bottom, and the Oracle Huskar top.
iNSaNiA's like, check what's happening. Are they having a lot of stacks? We possibly want to steal. They don't have the best heroes to steal the stacks with. Like Void Spirit's okay-ish, but he can farm the Ancients. Stomp on iNSaNiA.
So what they can do, can they finish him off?
And Oracle Corrosion is more than enough. Ori, who unfortunately just needs like 2 CS to be level 6, but Ori also on mana.
Not quite having the tools to make us as impactful of the move as he would hope for. Sure, the Oracle goes down, but he would have liked to getting aggressive on the poyoyo.
David just blocked himself. He's like, guys, I'm stuck. Bro, you need to help me. And they do.
Oh, and might just be able to take out iNSaNiA. They do.
Yeah, this is similar to Taiga.
Radiant's
He
middle tower
needs
is
to
under
walk back
attack.
to the lane after this one, so kind of ruined the game. But doesn't have mana to use the coil, so he runs back. There's still a bounty rune there, so he killed the bottle.
See what we get at this 6 minute. Ori not feeling confident to stand his ground there against
Much
miCKe.
better game from Puck this time around. Almost 3,000 net worth, Void Spirit 2.2k.
See mid Ori. It's going to be the focus of this move from the two of them, and they'll get it.
Radiant's
Collapsing
bottom
underneath the
tower is
tower.
under
Ori
attack.
taken out.
Not a single point in phase shift, so he could not dodge that snowball coming up from Tusk. TB is also doing fine on the bottom lane.
Agents of the Void.
It's pretty much always the same build on Luna. Position 4 or 5 whenever I see it. Like it's Urn of Shadows, possibly Veil, and like you want to get that Aghanim Scepter. They have a really good setup with the Pango, with the ET, and especially Puck just to hold them in place. The only thing you need to have is levels. Ori, nice rotation on the bottom. But oh my god, they're actually going to get iNSaNiA once again.
Oh no. iNSaNiA.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So iNSaNiA's actually going to be able to walk away unless Ori wants to go for this. He's able to do so. Can't quite chase for it further as Boxi will manage to cookie iNSaNiA back to safety.
I like how we killed him enough. You know, we do not want to completely ruin his game. We'll go for Tusk instead. Meanwhile, PYW trying to collect some XP on the bottom while Puck is making those rotations. And the 11 will be level 6, has a bottle, so if they decide to make a move on the top lane, they could potentially get a kill. Like, half so it's a bit tough with that armor, so we can do mid instead. Oh, good shards.
And very nicely done by Taiga. Blocking off the thunder, and miCKe has the space to step back.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
At the early level, it's really annoying to play into like Shaker's Fissure, shards, but once you get the point in a shield crash on Pangolier, it becomes much easier because you can just jump over. Yeah, trying to stand one more time.
Taiga and miCKe. They'll be able to catch DY. Also DD to spawn for miCKe. So his potential for killing is going to continue. 1-0-1. Very juicy targets really this game for miCKe's early rotations. Relatively squishy heroes that the combo is going to have a good shot of 100 to 0 when he comes flying at them as this Void Spirit. qojqva. Completely uninterrupted farm.
They have no stacks this time around. Like, they were focused on the laning stage. iNSaNiA like died 2 times, didn't have boots, so had to walk back to the lane, lost a lot of time. And pressure on the bottom, tier 1 tower, Blightstone, and also damage reduction coming up from the Little Shredder, armor reduction, sorry.
But this time that's being taken, for sure, as much as qojqva is getting, poyoyo is also, you know, he's pretty much having just as good of a time. Only a couple of hundred behind, and he is the Terrorblade. This hero that's going to have a tougher time in the beginning in terms of the laning when he's not got the metamorphosis up.
Top tower is under attack.
The question is, have Liquid done enough to shut him down? And we see Taiga and miCKe, they did come in with a smoke, maybe hoping if they were going to find the Terrorblade. Turn their efforts towards PYW mid. miCKe a little off the mark there though. Remnant won't catch him. PYW is going to try for the TP out. It will take him down in time. But that DD, just enough damage to keep him off the free. He gets away.
Meanwhile, Boxi takes the tier 1 tower. It's a trade. They can still fight with the Vici Gaming Players. Luna is unfortunately not level 6 yet, but it's very low. They just burst him.
I mean, yeah, just a dream call to the face and he was gone. Instantly taken out because of that. Over the side, we'll see it in for the ruinous miCKe. He's going to jump over towards Ori, but Ori's out of the orb. Ron taking hunts around, don't jump to the side, he's ready to go. Drops down the ultimate, iNSaNiA trying to keep his teammates alive. miCKe will be able to jump out to the side. Boxi is going to start raining down the kisses onto DY. DY will fall. Liquid give themselves
alive after losing qojqva and are able to take something in return.
First one ulti, no kills from that, kind of feels bad, but it is what it is. They have good heroes against the Esports, like you have Snowball to save your teammates, dissimulate, anything coming out from Oracle to stop the damage, so I don't think they're going to get too much value out of Luna's ulti this time around.
Radiant's middle tower
To
has
hold on to
fallen.
the tier 1 tower anymore. As qojqva pushes on. No Dream Coil, and with many of their ultimates on cooldown, they just don't have the way of bringing the fight to Liquid when they come looking for those objectives at this sort of pace. As Liquid beginning to open up the map. Still, poyoyo just doing an excellent job of farming out of
Dire's
harm's
top
way.
tower is under
Liquid
attack.
not quite yet able to make a move to start dealing with this farm that poyoyo is being able to get.
It always feels like you're on a timer when you're playing against Terrorblade and Anti-Mage, because Terrorblade is the king of this game once you get the items. They don't have enough like magical damage to burst them, and naturally TB builds into Scotty, which is great against Oracle, great against the
It should be a pretty solid move. They go up to poyoyo, they take him down. An excellent smoke from
They might
Liquid.
go into Roast Pit straight away. Like qojqva has armlet, there is enough damage. Are maxed out.
Radiant's top
Before
tower is
any
under
TPs is
attack.
successful from Liquid.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They were hesitating, like, do we go Roche?
They're trying to try it.
But this is punishable, you know, you're playing against the Elder Titan.
Radiant's top
Stomp
tower
maxed
is
out,
under
he has a TP ready, so could potentially push the TP to the tier 2 tower and try to defend it.
And looks like Vici Gaming is not going to go for it.
No such thing.
poyoyo back in the game. He TP's over to their top tier 1. They've scanned it. They're going to scout it with the ult. They know that it's low. Oh, they're definitely going to try and make a jump to see if they can steal this point. But Pop the ball dropping down onto him to make sure that he's safe to finish the job. And he will do so. They get the aim, they will lose Taiga, but they're fine in return. Now he's ready to try and turn for the kids have started to come out from Boxi. Catch poyoyo, it's enough damage as well. Boxi finishes off a second kill as Vici Gaming unable to escape in time. Liquid, they get away with the goals. They take that Aegis and have it on qojqva ready for the next move.
Vici Gaming was not ready for that. Like, if they had EP there, I think they could potentially turn that fight into their advantage. You know, Luna still had the ulti. Just a good setup. They managed to kill only one hero, which is, you know, okay, but they just gave them Aegis, and this is the time for qojqva to start playing a bit more aggressive. Both Promise will be up in 60 seconds, and they're trying to make a move.
Hard to do so though with iNSaNiA back by his side. What's the cooldown on the false promise? Still a full minute. Bit of an opening, but with the Aegis, qojqva, a very tough target to commit on.
Boxi has Boots of Travel ready, so he can be the one getting a lot of farm on the map, split push, and punish any kind of split push that Vici Gaming is trying to do. Going into Aghanim Scepter, it's still a decent Aghanim Scepter, you know, it got
Dire's
nerfed
middle
heavily
tower
in terms
is
of like
under attack.
damage, but it's also one of the most fun ones for sure.
Absolutely could pull off some clutch moves this game with it, not just offensively, also with the potential to maybe save someone that has been coiled, shoot them out of there and far enough away that the Vici Gaming isn't going to be able to capitalize on the coil stun. Liquid, they are going to want to get something done with this Aegis. Still a good 3 minutes to play with. They're beginning to gather around on this top lane. See if Vici
Radiant's
Gaming
top
up to
tower is under
try and
attack.
hold any defense. It doesn't look like it. Just want to avoid any
Radiant structures are
involvement
fortified.
with these pushes from Liquid. Once qojqva has the Aegis, as long as poyoyo is getting his space, getting his farm, he is continuing to do so. Still holding up there, very much right behind qojqva.
Are scanned.
Yeah, if Terrorblade gets the farm, I'm really not worried about this game.
Dire's middle tower
Take
is under
over,
attack.
and get it. 11 went for a more greedy build, which is also fine, because you one-shot the creep wave with the Maelstrom on Pango, but then you don't have like the initiation tool, you don't have any kind of a save for yourself. but getting that Maelstrom allows you to scale, and they're not playing this game like right now. They're waiting for Terrorblade to get big, so I can understand why he decided to go for it.
Yeah, 2k down at the moment. It's not going to feel too bad at all for Vici Gaming. It's really up to Liquid to try and push this lead even further. Halbert done on qojqva. I mean, they're still very much at a point where they can get a lot done and a lot of objectives taken if they group up around the Huskar.
Minute and 40 seconds left in that Aegis. Problem is they don't have that much tower damage, so they need to like get a gank going and then transition into tower and possibly play with the mechanical timing. Because it's very hard, like Puck can kill the creep wave easily. Playing into EP is also very hard, you know, you just group up, try to take the towers, one stomp could potentially make a big turnaround.
Vici Gaming's positioning as well, just three of them around mid, ready to deal with any sort of pressure that's put on by Liquid, and also just in a way that's keeping them in a constant area that if any move is made on their Terrorblade, they will be able to respond. Give the opportunity for poyoyo to get the Sunder off, have the ability to walk away, just creating this almost impenetrable half of the map that Liquid are really struggling to get too much done. I mean, that lead that Liquid do have, slipping away with every passing minute. Bottom lane, Boxi has been caught trying to push out this lane alone. It's going to hurt Liquid if they keep sort of giving up heroes like this whilst not being able to keep their foot on the pedal, keep that momentum going. This game's not going to start looking any easier for them.
No, definitely. As time goes by, it's just going to be easier for Vici Gaming, you know, to start the team fights. Puck has that Blink Dagger. It's like first item BKB pretty much on Terrorblade. He completed Yasha straight into BKB, wants to be able to deal the damage because everything they have pretty much is magical. Also wants to be able to stand his ground, and he has seen that Heaven's Halberd, so wants to be able to pop BKB before Huskar can cast it on him.
Dropping down the forest front to keep his Huskar alive, but great aggregate power on limits. He's going to end up going down. He's got to jump away, he's got to get out of it. As Vici Gaming, they're really shaking up Liquid. Despite the fact that there's less than 1k gold in it, it really feels like they're losing control of this game.
Definitely does. Dropped very low.
Taiga trying to turn on to Ori. He's making caught out by the zone. They try cooking it back to safety. It's not going to get him further enough away.
As if the team fight for Vici Gaming is a bit too strong, they have ways to reset it. I talked about Pangolier not having any kind of worries once he's rolling, and it shows. Like, he goes in, they can't touch him. Like, they don't have nothing to stop. The best way they can stop him is ice shards, and that's not really good. Because you can cut into backlines, find Oracle, pretty much a perfect roll coming out from Old 11, controlling Oracle and Huskar at the same time. So Huskar will need to have a BKB to be able to stand his ground. Also, like Terrorblade, I think he should just get Scotty next item, you know, tank up. It's great against the Huskar.
Oh, so good against Huskar.
The slow, the anti-healing.
And it's massive. We'll see what poyoyo wants to do, but you got to imagine that's going to be up there on his shopping list. And Liquid, what's the play? What's the move? They're grouped up, they're going to go for a smoke. I mean, they've got to. They've got to try and find a successful move. As with every moment passing, the victory just slips further and further away from them.
Scan, Radiant actually connects for a second, so they know something is up. Always like, I'll try to break the smoke. There's the Aghanim Scepter reveal.
They're not finding anything. Vici Gaming just a step ahead. Playing in a way that's apparently making it unable for Liquid to ever really find a successful move against them. Vici Gaming are just always prepared.
And lanes are always going to be in a good spot for Vici Gaming. You have TV illusions pushing one side, you have Pot clearing out the whole creep wave, maybe one-shot the wave with the swashbuckle. Now with the blink dagger, like look where he's standing. He's just gonna be really annoying to play against. Going into Yule Scepter to remove any kind of like silence, any kind of like, he has a defensive tool. Also shard is one of the best ones. Like this is one of my favorite shards in the game. The roll up where you just don't take any damage and he just use it up. Like me and old 11, we're connected.
Yeah, I feel completely on par. Yeah. So far, yeah, as you said in the first game, we saw great showing in this game as well. It's looking pretty good for old 11. A few deaths here and there. Those sort of moves like around the mid lane, and now again the mid lane once again. There's a coil down, they catch out, they get straight away. To make sure that there's a chance for the rest of them to get in position to help one another out. Qojqva's going to convince him, but the big game is out by poyoyo. He stands his ground, tears through iNSaNiA. The rest of them, this has got to work. They actually get it off. Stampiles coming in from the sidelines. Snowballs will go in a safety here. poyoyo following the line from the end. They're going to keep himself alive. Now burst through qojqva, take down a third. As it's just Boxi and Taiga left alive, and Taiga, he's not going to be alive for much longer. As poyoyo steps up the high ground, takes him down. Boxi, the lone survivor here, against another smooth move from Vici Gaming. As Liquid, they really are just starting to look completely lost at this stage of the game.
Liquid,
what do they do?
They don't have the answer for this rolling thunder. They don't have the answer for the Terrorblade. They included miCKe. It's just gonna become worse and worse for them. I love how old 11 actually just rolled in after. Yeah, like I need to find Oracle.
Yeah.
Like I don't see him, but I will try to guess where he is, and he actually finds him.
Perfect play from old 11. We saw that on the replay. I think, you know, pretty much if he's not straight in with the blink, iNSaNiA does get the opportunity to maybe get that false promise off onto miCKe. Maybe miCKe is able to get his skill set out, turn things around, but wasn't the case. Old 11 is going to be completely on top of iNSaNiA every single team fight, making it incredibly hard for this Oracle to play his game.
Every single time lanes are pushed in. Look where the lanes are standing. This is the problem for Team Liquid. Even if they want to, they can't make any aggressive moves. You have 3 heroes missing, 4 heroes missing, like you know something is up. Like no one's defending the towers. Next Roche will respawn in a couple of seconds.
See what we have there, Ori. He's jumping in onto the high ground. They dropped the Dream Coil, but they won't follow up on this. Liquid, they've got to sort of take what they get. They know the Dream Coil's down. That's going to be good enough for them to say, let's try again with this smoke movement, see if we can get something going.
Fire, scan connects, they scan 11, Radiant also using the scan to see they're coming from that side. They're inside the pit. This time around, Vici Gaming should be able to defend.
I mean, that's if they hit that
Maybe
quick enough.
again, they're not scared, you know, they think like, we don't care too much about Hostile Aegis. We take care of the rest. Once he respawns, he's, I'm gonna say useless, but TV can easily take care of him.
That certainly looks like it. No attempts being made to head anywhere. They will secure themselves a second
They're like,
rush.
hey, you want Aegis? Go ahead, take it.
I don't think Vici Gaming will be too bothered at all by this. Still 7k lead, and poyoyo's Terrorblade has some wide done, and well on the way financially towards that Sky. 2800 gold in.
Such quick reaction. Managed to blink out.
Catch him with the Remnant as he comes back down, but he's got an Invis rune, and these two don't have detection.
He actually hits him with that Aghanim Scepter with the Gobble Up. But it's not enough damage. Once Ori finishes his Aghanim Scepter, like, he's gonna keep them in place.
He is straight away. The seventh there with the blink. The Dream Coil, the safe comes in from Taiga. Comes in with the snowball, but the follow there, Fall Lever crashing through the thunder. The follow Vici Gaming just locking them down. iNSaNiA have to throw out the false promise onto miCKe to keep him safe. Vici Gaming, they will back off now with their arms expended.
iNSaNiA with a great play. Using a false promise on one, using Fate's Edict on the second hero, keeping both of them alive. He has that gem of True Sight, so they want to take control of the map because they feel like they're losing it. qojqva, what is he getting? BKB done. We still haven't seen like the full potential of the Heaven's Halberd. Terrorblade after finishing SNY, going into Scotty, like that's just gonna be an item that cripples pretty much the whole team.
It's going to be so hard then for qojqva to do really much at all, even with the 2 lives that he has. If the rest of Liquid aren't able to somehow deal with and control poyoyo. I've got the axe done on miCKe, so just a little bit of an answer to dealing with these backliners, getting in with the silences.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And the puck, of course, at this stage, with just a blink to rely on quick reactions. If he gets caught by that pulse silence, a bit of an opening.
Like, I still feel they could take this fight right now,
Radiant's
but
bottom
they don't really
tower is
have
under
to,
attack.
because they have Aghanim Scepter coming out shortly.
Dire's top
BTB
tower
on the
is
Elder Titan. Evan rolling in.
Liquid getting it out.
It does not get better than this. Like, this is a perfect roll up from Mangolier.
From the BKB qojqva, head up to the high ground. Liquid are here around him. Boxi is going to start laying out the kisses.
A lot of spells kind of misused, but they defend the tier 2 tower. They took the tier 2 tower on the top lane. So all good for Vici Gaming, even though they used meta. I would love to see Terrorblade possibly like picking up like 1 damage item and getting the Aghanim Scepter.
There we have it. They're going to try and get some shots. The ball goes down. He's going to worry about the back of coming in. poyoyo heads forward. Gets the momentum. Taiga turns over one qojqva. The first runners will buy a bit of safety from him. He's going to take so much damage as it comes to an end. As qojqva will surely pop, and he does. The chase ain't over yet. On 11. See if you can find even more out of this. He's trying to turn towards miCKe. He has one more step to get away. Rolling Thunder's up. On 11. He's going to chase this. Going straight back past the tier 2 star. And he just rolls around. Down the voice spirit. Taiga comes in last minute with the snow. He's fighting on the miCKe. Jumps to the side. He's still end up going down. And Vici Gaming are just cleaning him up again. 1 by 1. Look out for Boxi. Will save his life, but it's 3 dead yet again. As Liquid, it really does feel this game that they've come out with this Husker Oracle. They have, of course, had great historic success with, but Vici Gaming, they were prepared, and they haven't let Liquid play to the timings that they want to at all this game.
The problem is they can't outpush the lanes, so they can play aggressively. You don't have the answer for the Pangolier. Terrorblade's not afraid of your mid laner. He's not afraid of your safe laner. So, like, he has a completely free game. And once again, 11 with the control. Like, one of the reasons why this hero had the highest win rate in the Chinese upper division. It's just insanely strong hero. Like, what he does and the items that you go for are always going to feel great. Like, one of the reasons why he's so popular is this Orb of Corrosion that was added to DotA. And then you have the Maelstrom. Maelstrom also got locked in the recent patch. You have the Yule Scepter. Like, it's so I'm not going to say easy, but he has easy toolkit with all these items to just completely shut down certain heroes. Like, you see him rolling in, you just roll up 180, turns around, then Yule Scepter after that. That's like guaranteed 3 stuns with the Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, it's just such an insane duration, you know, if you're able to have the control to do so.
He has one of the best level 15 talents in the game, like plus 3 seconds Rolling Thunder duration on level 15.
Switch on. To lock down this puck. He's out of the face shift. Yeah, get a stream fight out. He will die. Double drop. See what poyoyo can do here. He's trying to step forward, fight into the forward. He's going to pump the mat to go for the miCKe. Sneaks out, turning with his hero, holding the miCKe. Coming out of the Rolling Thunder, up in the air, locks down miCKe. No chance for an escape for the Void Spirit.
Buyback from iNSaNiA. I don't think they can do much. Like, if that EV did not get merged off, die in 1 second. And also Pangolier completely like shut down, damage coming up from the Huskar. Oracle needs to be able to purge off the disarm. DB. I talked about the Aghanim Scepter. I thought it was going to be like Crystallis into Aghanim Scepter, but I just love the straight Aghanim Scepter pickup. Because Puck uses Coil, with the Ags.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they just snap. They all die. It's insane.
That's a GG right there. Absolutely, when that sort of play comes out, what can you do against it?
There is no counterplay. Like, the only counterplay pretty much is to have status resistance. Satanic does not give status resistance anymore. Like, Huskar does not want to get S and Y.
And how close is he to that poyoyo? He's got a bit of time for it. He's picked up the Demon Edge on the way. Actually looks like he's changing his mind and goes for the MKB first.
A bit disappointed, you know,
Yeah,
wanted to see the
quick
combo.
Ags. And this MKB, of course, going to help massively deal with things such as qojqva's evasion. That's the thing with the meta and the BKB. If he steps at the fight with an MKB, he is going to just tear through qojqva, especially if qojqva's sitting at any sort of low HP or has just jumped in with the life break. It's very, very hard for the Huskar to fight. And into a line of this as far ahead as they are. Vici Gaming up to 20k right now. On 11. Look at his down. Straight in onto Boxi. Setting up kill after kill, fight after fight, every single time, Old 11.
Vici Gaming, very easy, especially 11 on that Bandolier. Full MKB will be done in 50 gold. It's very hard for them to like split push, maintain the map control. They don't have a single observer on side of Team Liquid because they lost the gems. Puck has boost and travel, so even if you try to go for like out push a bit, he will catch you. Huskar on the top, like Huskar's on level 17 at this moment.
Oh no.
Pretty under level.
Oh indeed. Especially when you look over and you see poyoyo just about to hit the level 21. Terrorblade just a massive. He only dying the once this game. The one time Liquid were able to catch him. Other than that, Vici Gaming just showing the sort of immaculate way of being able to play and protect the movements of their Terrorblade.
Roche will respawn in 20 seconds. Vici Gaming is like, don't care. Take 2 Roshans. You know what we're gonna do? Like, we're gonna just take the 3rd Roshan and get either refresher or an Scepter.
Yeah. And who's top of the list for the Ags? I guess what would be poyoyo, right?
Oh, for sure. Like if it drops the Ags, like he gets it.
They're trying to desperately get away from poyoyo. As the man's in over with Taiga. They're in the stun onto him. They're trying to hit. Still got a Sucker available. He takes the life of Vici back up to full HP for himself. poyoyo brings
That's a dieback for miCKe. I think officially this game is over. They also caught Huskar. No BKB. They need to help him out.
And he's gone.
I thought they were just going to use Gobble Up and try to spit him out in the base.
That wasn't to be the case. I thought that they could at least try and throw themselves and get something out of it. They do kill PYW, so maybe with the fact that Vici Gaming do just have the 2 heroes alive, it's going to give Liquid another chance in this game. But definitely not doing anything in their efforts to try and close that lead that Vici Gaming is just growing with every moment, as you can see on the graph.
Erika is buying Aghanim Scepter for himself, just needs 1,000 gold, so if Roshan drops, it's a refresher, so either he can get it, they can give it to Pain, like they have probably the best heroes in the game. Whoever gets it is just gonna feel great.
Oh, they're gonna be fighting over that one. Let me say, Old Level with his play, it's always very appealing. Hey, Old Level's gonna take it for now. We've seen how much you can do with 1 round of the Rolling Thunder. You give him 2 rounds, and there's going to be very little that Liquid can do to put a stop to him. We'll see if they do have any magic in them here, Liquid. 26k gold down.
I feel like at this point, if they like add the 6th hero for Team Liquid, they would not be able to fight this terribly. Especially with the Aegis, now Aghanim Scepter on top of that, double damage, spawn at the bottom, they can give him the bottle. It's purgeable, you know, they have a Yule Scepter, they have Oracle, so they can remove it, but still gonna be scary to fight into that.
Sure. I guess you can always sort of preempt that with the BKB. Charge in and make sure that they're not going to have quite an easier time taking that off.
Blade on 11. On 11, whenever he plays Pango, it's always pretty much the same build. You know, get that Maelstrom, farm up, get the Yule Scepter Blink Dagger, get a Basher, turn that into a Pistol Blade if it comes to that. So he's jacked. He's super farmed. He's second on the map. That's why I said, you know, he went for a bit of a greedy build, get that Maelstrom. If he didn't have Maelstrom, his net worth right now would be around like 14,000 to 15,000.
Absolutely. He's had a huge impact in his build of this game. Boxi managed to finish himself up an E-Blade. Maybe another way that they can try and protect some off in the physical focus on poyoyo.
There's the DD. Blast, extra damage coming up from Luna. Luna's blasting. What is that damage? It's like 700-ish.
See his attempt to try and slow this down. He hit the jump on the poyoyo. He's in the pocket again. Taiga's out. Has no buyback available on the touch. They do lose old 11. Boxi able to burst through him. With the Pango taken out.
Yeah, this time around 11 won't go.
They're back in it. Vici Gaming Hostile. They don't even need it on 11. Both products comes out from iNSaNiA. Finds some safety. 1 point for point. They're trying to recharge back in. It's not long. There's far too much coming out from this game. That's got down and out for a minute. Vici Gaming, they do lose a second here. Down. Boxi also it is now just down to poyoyo here. Buyback's coming out from Vici Gaming. Luna's going to try and make a way back over to help out this terrible enemy. He's still very tough for the to take down. Still has that Aegis. He's going to need it out twice. See what they're going to do with poyoyo. Trying to turn the standards ground over towards Taiga. They're disarmed him for now. Trying to constantly control the C-Blade. They'll burn through the watch. They're taking him down, but always back. Pulled back. He's waiting to turn the fight around. And he chases it. Looking towards miCKe to get out just in time with the Astral Step as he'll make his way back to base.
Third so tanky, he has that Paladin Sword on top of that, so he can lifesteal off. Team Liquid did much better than I expected, like considering the situation they're in right now. I think it's just he's able to get the BKB off the side though. Someone's out to do the way stands his ground, takes out Boxi, takes down Taiga, and they'll destroy the ranks as well. Boxi, he'll find out Taiga's out for a 47 seconds. Back on the poyoyo. There's a bit of a window to try and take it down. The BKB jumps out the window. They're going for the even. Boxi doesn't take it down. And poyoyo's on. miCKe from the center. The only surrender catches out the Luna. Get the 50 down in time. He wants trying to stop, but he's gone. Another hero down and out. No buyback on the Luna. On the level to left. The break the Firefly comes in. The false promise already is easy to throw. Yes it does. I just noticed. You focus on the right things. Maybe that's the sign. At the Vici Gaming, you know, they're still in full control of the team. Actually died after that, so it's going to take a while until he respawns. Another double damage on the top. I'm not sure if he's still holding that bottle to try to get it. No, he does not, and he's also getting closer to level 25. We're going to see that one again. Like Team Liquid's doing a very good job, like controlling him. This is the first replay when they just kill qojqva. He's tanky, you know, uses Satanic, but it's still not enough. Too much damage coming up from TB.
Still just pretty
It's
yeah. Absolutely, 36 minutes have passed. We haven't even seen him
What could possibly go wrong? You know, I'm sitting at the
Radiant's middle
river
tower
with
is under
20%
attack.
HP, just farming creeps casually.
There's maybe a chance here for Liquid.
Stormcrafter found by Vici Gaming. Not the best item. You know, it's good for dispelling things. You can dodge the snowball. You can dodge like Huskar's ulti. Hold 11. Rolls in. Doesn't find anything.
Precious bump.
Esports. He was quite a crucial component for saving the cause that Vici Gaming did try and commit on and give that opportunity. But for Liquid to turn the attempted sieges from Vici Gaming around.
That's so much damage onto the tower. Leveler picked up by
Dire's middle
terribly.
tower has
I
fallen.
don't think you can defend this.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
It's going to be from Liquid 30 seconds to the squad.
He was the one pretty much controlling